Every one of us wears a mask. Some are subtle, barely noticeable. Others are bold, glaring, almost theatrical. From the moment we learn to speak, we begin shaping an image of ourselves for the world to see. But who are we beneath the mask? And why do we feel compelled to wear it? We put on masks to fit in, to belong. In school, we learn which jokes are funny, which opinions are acceptable, and which behaviors are safe. We mimic, we adjust, we hide our quirks. Slowly, the mask becomes familiar. It is not just something we wear, it becomes part of us. The lines between the mask and the face beneath blur. Consider how often we censor ourselves in conversation. How many times have you smiled when you were hurt, laughed when you were anxious, or nodded when you disagreed? The mask protects us from judgment, rejection, or confrontation. It offers safety, yet it also demands a price: authenticity. Each day we wear it, a piece of our true self hides in the shadows. But the mask does not only protect, it seduces. We begin to take pride in it. A mask can give us power. The confident persona we project may attract admiration. The calm and collected image may inspire trust. Slowly, we may start to believe that the mask is us. And in this belief, a quiet tragedy unfolds. We lose touch with the person beneath. Psychologists say the mask is a survival mechanism. Social theorists call it a performance. Philosophers ask whether there is ever a true self at all. Yet, despite the differing perspectives, all agree on one thing: the mask is universal. No one escapes it. Even those who appear most unguarded, the free spirits, the rebels, the artists, wear masks of some kind. They too sculpt an image for the world to see, though perhaps a more deliberate or subtle one. There is a peculiar tension in wearing a mask. On one hand, it shields us from harm. On the other, it isolates us. The mask allows interaction, yet it prevents true connection. Consider intimacy. We crave closeness, yet we fear exposure. To reveal our authentic selves is to risk disappointment, judgment, or abandonment. And so we hide, we perform, we smile behind the mask, hoping that someone might glimpse the person underneath. Some masks are inherited. They are molded by family expectations, cultural norms, or societal pressures. They can be as small as a habitual expression or as large as an identity imposed upon us. Other masks are chosen consciously. We adopt roles: the professional, the parent, the friend, the lover. Each mask serves a purpose, yet each asks something in return: attention, energy, and occasionally a surrender of authenticity. There is a subtle irony in the masks we wear. We spend so much effort maintaining appearances that we rarely notice the effort itself. The mask demands vigilance. We monitor our expressions, adjust our tone, rehearse our words. In doing so, we divert our attention from the inner life, from reflection, from connection with our true thoughts and feelings. The mask is not merely a facade, it is a master of distraction. And yet, there are moments when the mask slips. Perhaps it happens in solitude, when the eyes are closed and no one watches. Perhaps it happens in a rare encounter, a glance, a gesture, when the mask falters for a second and something real shines through. These fleeting moments remind us of what we are beneath: fragile, human, imperfect, yet alive. Some argue that the goal is not to discard the mask entirely. The mask serves practical purposes. It is not inherently bad. Rather, the goal is awareness. To recognize the mask for what it is. To see when we are performing, when we are protecting, when we are hiding. Awareness allows choice. We can choose when to put it on and when to set it aside. Philosophers often suggest that the journey of life is a journey toward authenticity. But perhaps it is not about finding a moment without masks. It is about learning to dance with them, to move gracefully between the mask and the self beneath, to know that the mask is a tool, not a prison, to understand that authenticity is not the absence of masks, but the conscious presence of them. In this dance, we encounter others wearing their masks. And yet, when two masked people meet, there is a potential for true connection. Not because the masks are removed entirely, but because there is recognition, compassion, and understanding. To see someone's mask and still acknowledge their humanity is an act of profound empathy. Sometimes, the mask becomes a mirror. We see ourselves reflected in the expectations of others. We adjust the mask to align with what we imagine the world desires. But what happens when the world's mirror is shattered? When the reflection is broken, unfamiliar, or hostile? It can be a terrifying experience, yet also a liberating one. It is then that we glimpse the self beyond the mask, not perfect, not always beautiful, but undeniably ours. The mask we wear is neither enemy nor friend. It is a companion. It offers protection, yet it challenges us. It hides, yet it teaches. It conceals, yet it reveals. And in its paradox lies the essence of our human experience, the tension between what is shown and what is real, between the world's gaze and the inner life. So perhaps the question is not, how do we remove the mask, but rather, how do we live with it consciously? How do we allow ourselves to experience intimacy, joy, and authenticity without being swallowed entirely by performance? How do we recognize the masks in ourselves and others and respond with awareness, not judgment? And in the quiet moments, when the world is still and the mask is loosened, if only slightly, we might hear a voice we have long ignored. It is the voice beneath the mask, soft yet insistent. It whispers, "You are enough. You are real. You are here." To live fully, perhaps, is to listen to that voice, even as the mask remains.